Hello everybody, my name is Takashi Feather, and welcome to Will You Press the Button? I know I haven't been doing much and everything, so before I forget again and get distracted with life, let's go ahead and play this. You may marry the man/woman of your dreams and have a perfect life, but you'll wear a fedora 24/7 no matter what. Wouldn't that be a hat? Is it fedora is a hat? Look at all these comments saying they love it. I sadly do not like hats, and even if you marry the man or woman with your dreams, well, it says you have a perfect life. No. Because I don't like wearing hats. Alright. Will you press the button? You found the solution for world peace, but you cannot tell anyone. I'll pick it because even if I can't tell anyone, it doesn't mean that I can't do it myself. If I know the solution, I can make the solution happen. I don't need to tell anybody about it. Of course, it'll be difficult, but, technically speaking, everybody knows how to make world peace actually happen. It's just whether or not they actually want to do it. You are immortal, but you can only live underground like the old cavemen. No tech to use. Man, that'll be super frustrating. That'll be super frustrating. At the same time, not really, because there's a lot of stuff to do that you can do without the internet. But I really don't like the fact that I had to live underground. So, no. Because that's just miserable. Unless you like living underground. For me, I don't mind doing it for a little while, but I do like to go outside every now and then. You create the world's most successful candy bar industry, but it is legal for anyone to steal the candy bars. Sure, why not? Alright, back to business. You can join any band you want, but you have to kick out the member you're replacing. I want to, but then again, just because you can join any band doesn't mean you're the best. And it might be best if you don't, do it. Because the people you're kicking out might be better than you. And honestly speaking, as much as I like being in a band or do music and that, I'm not very good around people. At least in huge groups. You can change your gender whenever you want to, for however you want. But you're asexual. Well, it's nice that someone actually said what that means. I was thinking that's what it means, but I wasn't sure. Actually, that makes perfect sense. I don't really care about having sex either. It's not really that interesting, honestly speaking. And I think gender swaps will be actually kind of cool in a way. Only because if you are an assassin or a ninja trying to have a ultimate disguise, if you were able to switch genders, you can have basically two lives, literally. Two different lives. You have one as your normal life of whatever sex you are right now, and then your new one will be a totally different person, living a total different life. And if you become a criminal in that one, or become a superstar in that one, they won't know it's you. They'll just say, you look like him, or you look like her, but you're not them. So, that one actually doesn't really hurt anybody other than yourself, I think. You'll survive a nuclear apocalypse, but no one else would. Well, just because an apocalypse happened doesn't necessarily mean if I died, they would still live. If I'm alive during that whole entire time, then, you know, still survive. Be very lonely. But they didn't say that animals won't survive, so it won't be too bad. I'm in the 37%. I can totally understand that not many people will want to live through that. I'll probably starve to death afterwards, but, you know. You can draw anything you see in your head perfectly, but you can only draw it using unused toilet paper. One of the comments is funny. Sure, why not? You can only draw unused toilet paper. That's hilarious. And the fact that doesn't mean that everything you draw will be on used toilet paper either. It's just going to be if it's perfect. And I don't know about you guys, but in all my pictures, it's never as I am planned in my head. I'm always missing one or two things. It's like at most I get 80% copied from my head to the piece of paper. And if I were to copy other pieces of art onto a piece of paper, it'll be about 80% correct. The other 20% is miscommunication or a misdirection on detail, which means let's try to put in simple lines here. In the original art, there are squiggly lines, but in my artwork in the background, like it'll be straight lines with maybe a few curvies in between, like in the pattern. So it'll still look kind of cool, but it's not a perfect match. I hope that's a good example. It's probably not. Will you press the button? You can teleport, but you're now a fat guy or fat girl if you're a guy. What? That makes no sense. You're now a fat guy or fat girl if you're a guy? If you're a guy. It says if you're a man. Well, technically speaking, I'm already fat. Everybody's fat in America. Very few aren't. I think, most likely it's 75 to 85% people in America are technically fat. Or slightly overweight. From what I was told, I am, from medical standards, I am obese, slightly obese. My family, however, says I am not fat at all. I am just chubby. And the only reason why the medical thing says that is because I have incredibly thick bones. Which also helps because I've never really broken a single bone in my body yet. Then again, I haven't really been hit by a car. I almost have. Twice. But I've never really had a broken bone. Like, the worst injury I have is either a twisted ankle while roller skating. That's because when I tripped, I somehow managed to jam my foot into 2 bars of table that were screwed to the ground outside and twisted my body. Therefore, while I'm on my back, my foot is facing downwards. And that's how I twisted my ankle. For the other worst injury I had, which is very minor, is a scar on my forehead. And that's because I bumped it on the table and had to get 3 stitches. As you can honestly say, it's not that bad. It hurt when I was there, but I can laugh about it now. So I guess it doesn't really matter, right? You can work it off. You can teleport. Even if you're fat, you can lose weight. You can lose weight. Even if you suddenly gain 50 pounds after getting this ability, you can lose it. So it's not the end of the world. And personally, I actually like to teleport. You can read minds, but even when you're not reading minds, there's a very faint, physical impression that everyone is disappointed in you or dislikes you. Well, it's not like I wanted to read your minds to begin with, so no, I'm not going to read your mind. Honestly speaking, I think it's not really a good idea to do it, so it's all there. Weed is illegal. It becomes industrialized and then tobacco and weed production becomes huge and industrial, making all products obsolete. Well, first off, I don't really like drugs to begin with, so no. I don't like weed. Just as much as I don't like smoking or don't like coffee. Yes, I absolutely hate coffee. I think it's disgusting. I don't understand how people can drink it. I've tried different types of coffee. I don't even like coffee ice cream. So, that's another thing that you guys probably already knew about me. I have no idea. You can get anything you want, but you must sell your soul. Okay. I like to keep my soul because, honestly speaking, your soul is important, okay? Some people might not understand this, since some of you might be atheists or believe you don't have any souls. But the fact is, soul is your personality, your being, your life. Something like that. I'm not very good at explaining it. Look it up. You can travel in time, but only backwards. Sure. Doesn't hurt anybody. I can go back in time. Won't that mean you also age younger? Probably not. But if you could travel back in time for just a few minutes, and I don't recommend going too far back in history because you'll change history that way, and that'll make some people that you know go extinct, or they just disappear into ashes and you won't remember them. So I only recommend that if you're going to go back in time, at the most, that you could possibly go back in time to is a day. And if you are a hermit, then a week. Because you need to go outside more. Then, like, some of these comments is go and get a lottery. Okay, next. You became a real Pokemon trainer. The world has no Pokemon. Then wouldn't that make it no point? Not that I'm interested in Pokemon to begin with. Alright. Apparently a lot of people disagreed with me. The world has no Pokemon, and you're a Pokemon trainer. There's no point in becoming one. Okay, well, I think that's it for this. Well, I guess we'll do one more. You are immortal. Every 100 years, your memory of everyone you have ever known in your life erases, and they still remember you, but your eyes, they're complete strangers. But you still remember any knowledge or skills you have ever entertained. That's sad. But that doesn't mean that you can, just write down, take pictures. Because you'll have this knowledge, right? Probably not, but it doesn't hurt. You can take pictures, write books, keep it in. Then when you go exploring while you have no memory, you're like, oh, I've been here. It's still sad, but I'll probably click yes. But what's your guys' choice? What would you guys want to do? I'll leave this option to you guys. Let me know if you would hit yes or no. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe, like, and hit the bell. Thank you very much. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!